What's up, fight fans? In today's video, after Merab shared a video on Instagram claiming he was denied entry to the UFC Performance Institute because Umar Nurmagomedov was inside, many people feel that Merab, who stepped in on short notice for the fight, is being treated unfairly. Some are even advising the Georgian to back out of the fight.
It's mind-boggling. It's unbelievable.
Also in this video, the internet has been buzzing over the past week with rumors that Conor McGregor will face Jake Paul in 2025. Jake Paul has since responded to the speculation with a cryptic post.
Go, Jake!
But please show your appreciation by giving a fat like and subscribing to the channel. So, thank you in advance. Do you remember where the McGregor and Jake Paul feud began? It all kicked off in December 2020, right after Jake Paul knocked out former NBA player Nate Robinson. Riding high on his newfound boxing fame, Jake wasted no time setting his sights on bigger names.
There's a long list of opponents that I want. You know, Conor McGregor, Dylan Dennis.
Jake publicly called out McGregor, accusing him of being scared to fight outside his comfort zone.
Hey, Conor! Hey, Conor! I got $10,000 for you! Cash!
But Jake didn't stop there. He took things personally, mocking McGregor's losses and making derogatory comments about his fiancée, Dee Devlin. This attack only deepened the animosity between them. McGregor, however, was largely dismissive of Jake's remarks. In a brief response, he referred to Jake as a little dweeb, showing little concern for the insults. This only motivated Jake to escalate the feud, leading to a series of insults and taunts over the years. Paul's taunts grew more creative and pointed. He offered McGregor $50 million to step into the boxing ring.
My team sent you a $50 million offer this morning. $50 million cash, proof of funds, the biggest fight offer you've ever been offered, but you're scared to fight me, Conor. You're ducking me because you don't want to lose to a fucking YouTuber.
Even flying a banner over Miami that read, Conor McGregor is scared of Jake Paul.
Yo, you see that?
Oh yeah, he's a bitch.
Bro!
The online exchanges have kept fans engaged, with each insult adding fuel to the speculation of a possible fight. Fast forward to today, and the buzz surrounding a potential McGregor-Paul boxing match is louder than ever. Now, a new report has indicated that Jake is set to fight McGregor, not his brother Logan. According to Salvador Rodriguez from ESPN, the fight is expected to happen in India sometime in mid to late 2025. The organizer of the upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Conor McGregor is Indian billionaire Anant Ambani, son of Mukesh Ambani, the head of Reliance Industries. It was Anant Ambani who came up with the initiative to hold this fight in India. Now, Jake seems to have responded to the news with a mysterious one-word post. While this could mean anything, it's pretty interesting timing considering all the buzz about him fighting McGregor. But is this fight realistic? Even with all the hype, not everyone is thrilled about the report. No one's watching this nonsense. It's clearly staged, and they're only fighting in India to dodge sanctions. Real boxers shouldn't support this. I gave JP a chance, but after that Tyson letdown, everything feels fake. Others noted that McGregor is still under contract with the UFC, which would require their approval for any boxing match. Since the Mayweather fight was a one-time exception, it's highly unlikely the UFC would allow Conor to face Jake Paul in a legitimate sanctioned bout. McGregor hasn't boxed professionally since his 2017 bout against Floyd Mayweather, which became the second highest grossing pay-per-view event in history. While McGregor boasts unparalleled pay-per-view success, Paul's recent fights have drawn massive viewership numbers, including a reported 60 million streams for his Netflix clash with Tyson. And Mayweather vs. McGregor generated 4.3 million pay-per-view buys. But love him or hate him, you've got to admit, Jake Paul knows how to sell a fight. Pairing his hype skills with McGregor's star power could turn this into one of the biggest events in combat sports history. If the fight happens under boxing rules, Paul's endurance and recent activity could give him an edge. However, McGregor's precision and power should not be underestimated, even after his hiatus.
You want to talk about pay-per-view buys? Nate Robinson, 1.8 million. Ben Askren, 500,000. Tyron Woodley 1, 500,000. Tyron Woodley 2. No one even wanted to see that fight. And we got 200,000 pay-per-view buys. In the last 5 years, you've had 0 pay-per-view buys because you don't fucking fight. You have a lot to say about me, but I'm sharing millions of dollars with underpaid fighters while you're sharing hookers with Dana White. Oops, I'm sorry, Conor. I know your PR team is trying to hide that video. You shouldn't have with me, Conor. This is my game. There's a new king in town.
He's on Twitter. He's on his yacht. He's on Kane. But he's not in the ring with me.
Amanda, Katie,
Gigantic.
Conor, Jake. That's how Croke Park gets done. Because you need Conor. You need Conor.
Swear to
Conor,
God,
Jake.
you gave me chills. But it's
Conor,
not.
Jake, a man.
UFC is not
imagine the
offering
press
up Conor
conference.
McGregor.
Imagine the Jake, because obviously Tyson was a bit, I don't really want to
incredible.
talk. But imagine Conor versus Jake at the
Magic.
presser.
Team Ireland versus Team MVP. It'd be magic.
Dude, the greatest thing.
But it won't happen.
Why?
Dana
Why?
White hates the Kisa. Hates
Oh,
Jake.
you and Conor McGregor, are you interested in that?
Yeah, he'll never do that, though. He knows. He knows way.
One, he's under contract. And two,
He's not his own boss.
And two, he won't do it. He knows better. He might
And it's
say,
funny to say, like, yo, Conor McGregor is scared of Jake Paul and will never box him, but it's the fucking truth. And look at him go toe-to-toe with Nate Diaz, who was easy work for me. It was like a Monday sparring session to beat Nate Diaz's ass. So,
And one man who's having a pop at Jake Paul but will never get in the ring with him is Conor McGregor. And a lot of people might not like that I'm saying that, but look, the ego of Conor McGregor, he knows what would happen if him and Jake Paul fought, and he is never going to give Jake Paul that opportunity to steal that clout, to take that from him. There's no way he does.
Islam Makhachev recently stirred the pot by taking a jab at Merab Dvalishvili on social media. The playful yet sharp exchange began when Dvalishvili posted a video on Instagram, revealing that he was denied entry to the UFC Performance Institute while Umar Nurmagomedov was present. In response, Makhachev posted a picture of himself and Umar with the cheeky remark, "In the office." While the exchange was lighthearted on the surface, it has highlighted deeper tensions within the UFC. Many fans are increasingly frustrated with what they perceive as the promotion's favoritism toward fighters from Dagestan, particularly Umar Nurmagomedov, cousin of the legendary Khabib. Fans argue that Dvalishvili, as the reigning bantamweight champion, deserves more respect and better treatment from the organization. One member of the MMA community, Jacob Castro, voiced his frustration online, writing, "If I were Merab and showed up at the UFC PI to rehab an injury, but wasn't allowed in because my opponent was inside training, an opponent I stepped up to fight just 3 months after winning the title, I'd pull out 1,000%. Brax Moore wrote, "I can't imagine this happening to another champ. If Poatan wanted to go to the PI while Ankalaev was there, they'd kick Ankalaev out if they thought it'd be trouble." But another fan suggested, Merab often stirs up chaos and acts on impulse, which is probably why he wasn't allowed in. This sentiment echoes the growing belief that Dvalishvili, who took the fight on short notice, is being unfairly disadvantaged. The UFC PI is designed to support fighters with world-class training and recovery facilities, and denying access to the champion, especially while he deals with an injury, is seen by many as a breach of equity. Despite the uproar, Dvalishvili has not indicated any intention to pull out of the fight. However, fans and analysts are debating whether he should reconsider. The champion agreed to face Nurmagomedov shortly after claiming the title, showcasing his warrior spirit and commitment. But entering a high-stakes fight with unresolved injuries could jeopardize not only his title reign, but also his long-term health.
I'm not able to go in UFC PI because I was supposed to get treatments for my injury. I was supposed to sign some cards. I was supposed to eat lunch with my friends. What the heck?
The UFC's apparent focus on Umar has sparked speculation about their long-term plans. With Khabib retired and Islam Makhachev hinting at retirement in the next few years, the promotion seems focused on building up Umar as a future star to keep the massive fan base Khabib built. By bringing up a young eagle, the UFC aims to hold its spot in the profitable Middle East market. If Merab brings the same energy and performance he showed against Petr Yan or Henry Cejudo, he's got a real chance of beating Umar. But let's face it, if the fight is super close, the judges could lean toward Umar, especially with the hype around him. That's why Merab needs to dominate, leave no doubts, and make sure the decision is undeniable. But what do you think? Who do you think wins this fight? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Oh, this one,
That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. We'd be very grateful.